Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about the values of some older US coins, you've come to the right place. Today we're diving into a coin that holds both historical and numismatic significance, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. Whether you found one of these in your pocket change or you're just starting your collection, you might be wondering, what is the circulated value of the 1974 Kennedy half dollar? Well, we're going to answer that question and much more in today's video. So let's get started. First, a quick recap of the Kennedy half dollar's history. This coin was introduced in 1964 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Originally, it was made of 90% silver, but by 1971, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint transitioned the coin to a copper-nickel-clad composition, which we see in the 1974 version number 82. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar features the iconic portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse, designed by Gilroy Roberts. On the reverse, we see the emblem of the U.S. Mint, a heraldic eagle holding a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, designed by Frank Gaspareau. The 1974 coin was struck in two mints, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, which are both distinguishable by their mint marks. Now, let's talk about the circulated value. If you have a 1974 Kennedy half dollar that has been in circulation for a while, it's most likely going to be worth close to its face value. So if you've got one of these, you might be looking at around 50 cents. But don't be discouraged just yet. There are factors that can increase its value depending on its condition. Coin condition is everything when it comes to value. If your 1974 Kennedy half dollar is in higher grades, such as uncirculated, MS60 or better, or proof condition, it could fetch a higher price. For example, an uncirculated 1974D Kennedy half dollar might sell for around $2 to $4 depending on the market. Another important factor to note is that 1974 also saw the production of proof coins, which were made specifically for collectors. These coins were struck multiple times to ensure high detail and were sold in special proof sets. A proof 1974 Kennedy half dollar can be worth anywhere from $5 to $10 or more, depending on its condition. If you're on the hunt for a 1974 Kennedy half dollar, you might want to check out local coin shops, online marketplaces like eBay, or even coin shows. While these coins are common in circulation, they're not as frequently encountered in pristine condition. If you're aiming to buy one for your collection, always check for authenticity and be sure to buy from reputable sources to avoid counterfeit coins. Even though the 1974 Kennedy half dollar doesn't have the same high value as some other rare coins, it still holds a significant place in numismatic history. It symbolizes an era of change in U.S. coinage and serves as a lasting tribute to President Kennedy's legacy. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, this coin is a great addition to any collection. To recap, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar in circulated condition is generally worth about its face value 50 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated or proof coin, you could be looking at a little more. And remember, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value, so make sure to inspect it closely. First, let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse, or the front of the coin, features a profile of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. The design was created by the famous sculptor Gilroy Roberts, and it captures Kennedy's likeness in a dignified profile portrait. Surrounding the image, you'll find the inscription Liberty at the top, the year 1974 at the bottom, and the motto, In God We Trust, to the left. On the reverse, we see the majestic American eagle. The eagle, designed by Frank Gaspareau, is perched with its wings spread, holding an olive branch in its right talon and arrows in the left, symbolizing peace and defense. Above the eagle, the coin reads United States of America, and beneath it, half dollar. The reverse also displays the coin's legal tender value, 50 cents. Let's step back and look at the broader context of 1974. The year was marked by economic turbulence in the United States, with high inflation rates and the fallout from the Watergate scandal, which led to President Richard Nixon's resignation. This coin was minted during a time when the U.S. economy was facing challenges, and the country was in the midst of a shifting political landscape. Despite the tumultuous political climate and economic uncertainty, the Kennedy half-dollar continued to circulate. However, collectors are not widely circulated in daily transactions anymore. Radio documents. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced over 95 million Kennedy half-dollars. The majority of these coins were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, while a smaller number, around 14 million, came from the Denver Mint. These numbers show that while the coin was still produced in significant quantities, it wasn't in as high demand as it once was. In the 1960s, when the Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced, following President Kennedy's assassination in 1963, by 1974, the half-dollar was largely replaced by paper money in most people's pockets. Due to inflation and the growing popularity of the quarter, the Kennedy half-dollar was no longer a common sight in everyday transactions. Businesses and customers preferred smaller denominations, and coins like the Kennedy half-dollar were often left to collect dust in drawers or spent as part of coin collections. But even though it wasn't in widespread circulation, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar continued to play a role in the U.S. economy, primarily as part of coin collections. The coin remained a popular choice among collectors, and many of these coins were saved rather than spent, which helped preserve their value over time. Today, and the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. While it's not considered rare, it is still a highly sought-after coin, especially in higher grades. In terms of value, a well-preserved 1974 Kennedy half-dollar in uncirculated condition can be worth a few dollars above its face value. However, if you're looking for a silver version, it's important to note that the 1974 issue was made of copper nickel and not 90% silver like the earlier half-dollars produced in the 1960s. So, there you have it. The Kennedy half-dollar of 1974 is a coin with a rich history that offers a glimpse into the changing economy and the cultural shifts of the 1970s. While it was no longer widely used in circulation, it holds an enduring appeal for collectors today. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, be sure to check for its condition, as that can greatly affect its value. Thank you for joining me in exploring the Kennedy half-dollar from 1974. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from Yamara. Also, drop a comment below what's your favorite coin from the Kennedy series. Until next time, keep collecting and stay